Tonight at 11. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sherry Jones.
And I'm Siobhan Klepfer. Among the new gun laws, universal background checks, safe storage requirements, and perhaps the most controversial, extreme risk protection orders that allow certain people to petition the court to have someone's guns taken away.
And those red flag laws are not sitting well with some Michigan counties, and commissioners are giving law enforcement the option to enforce them.
But is that legal? Josh Sanchez joins us now with what he found out tonight. Josh?
Well, Sherry, Siobhan, in the last few months, county commission meetings have been a flashpoint of heated debate over gun rights as some county leaders and even sheriffs have pushed back on new gun laws coming from Lansing.
Strip the rights, we'll be on our knees.
In a unanimous vote in April, the Livingston County Board of Commissioners reaffirmed calling itself a constitutional county, a resolution to symbolize that it respects the Second Amendment and the right to keep and bear arms. The sheriff and prosecutor there were told to use their discretion when enforcing Michigan's new gun laws.
And I think it's very important that their elected officials at our level speak up, and then hopefully this reaches and resonates to our senators and our state representatives as well.
From Livingston County to Ottawa County, those board members are also concerned about new gun laws, even calling some unconstitutional. Michigan State University professor Frank Ravitch says while counties have the right to pass resolutions like this,
as a constitutional scholar, it seems to me to be more political signaling than it is anything to do with what the law really is, what it really says, and how it's likely to be interpreted.
The real issue comes if police and prosecutors do not enforce the laws, especially red flag laws, which allows police to take guns away from people deemed by a judge to be a danger to themselves or others.
Then that creates a whole set of legal problems for that sheriff and the department. And it could, anything from contempt to all kinds of different possibilities.
In a statement, the Michigan Attorney General's office says if several sheriffs and prosecutors choose not to enforce laws to prevent gun violence, avoidable injury, and death, that is a decision for their constituency to evaluate. Now, the Attorney General's office went on to say pushback on red flag laws does not have any backing rooted in law, and that Michigan State Police and special agents with the department can intervene anywhere in the state to make sure those laws are enforced. Sherry, Siobhan.
Thank you, Josh. The family of a